Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Niara Alexis, and today, like the title says, we are continuing our back to school series focusing on makeup. So this series is really based around students, things that are affordable for you guys, and easy ways that you can incorporate certain things into your hair care, your makeup, and your self-care routine. If you haven't already, check out the hair video I did down below. I'll have it linked for you guys in the description bar. It has all sorts of like mini tutorials in there, product lists, and everything is drugstore. Everything that I'm gonna be sharing in this series is gonna be drugstore products, things that are friendly for the wallet, because I was a student. I remember money was tight. So today we're focusing on the makeup, and we're going to be doing 3 different looks. A very natural, basically like no makeup, a look when you have some time, so maybe you have 10 to 15 minutes to focus on your look. And then if you're going out, if you're going on a date, it's a party, whatever, and you want to look a little bit done up. So I'm going to be building on each of these looks, so it'll make more sense as you see me go along. But let's get into the like really quick, no time, natural look. So this look is only going to consist of 3 products. I wanted to make it super realistic on like thinking back, like what would you do if you were in that situation. The skin tint that we're going to be using throughout this video, it's the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour skin tint, and it also has vitamin C. So I like the fact that it has like skin products or skin ingredients in here. But also I picked this one because it has pretty good coverage for it to be a skin tint. It comes with a little dropper, but I never use it. There's always like so much product on the little dropper itself, so I'm just gonna do a swipe on both cheeks and on my forehead. I don't even feel like I need to put any on my chin. And for this, I would use like a denser brush, something that like is a little bit more tightly packed, or a beauty blender. A beauty blender or a sponge is going to give you a much more lighter look than a brush would. A brush is going to give you a little bit more coverage. Now I'm just going to blend this out. Since I'm not wearing any concealer today, I don't mind putting it under my eyes, but usually I stay away from putting this product or any sort of foundation product underneath my eyes specifically. And drag it down your neck. This shade is like a little bit darker for me. I might go like the next shade up, but it also is like very bronzy. I don't know if you guys can see that sheen in the bottle, but it's definitely coming off on the skin. Like it gives you like a bronzy look. Another product I really like if you are like a foundation girl, or you just want something that doesn't have any sort of bronze to it, it's the L'Oreal True Match foundation. And you can build this up as well. You can wear like a little tiny dot of it and it will look great, or you can put on a lot of it, or not a lot, but put on more of it, and it will be a good coverage foundation as well. I'm going to fill in my brows really quickly. There are tons of good brow pencils like at the drugstore these days, I feel like physically in drugstores. ColourPop I know is carried at Target, at least at my Target it is, and they have this precision brow pencil that I've been using for years. You'll have to check in your local Target to see like what ColourPop products they carry, because I feel like it's mostly like a lot of like the makeup palettes and things that they have, but overall like ColourPop does have really nice makeup. You can put a gel on top if you want them to stay in place, but I'm just trying to get out the door quickly, get to class with y'all, you know. So I have a brow on, I have a little bit of something on my face, and then a lip balm. This lip balm is not drugstore, but you can find it on Amazon. It's a little pricier, it's like $18 or so. This is the Laneige Glowy Lip Balm. This is like my favorite lip balm. I'm actually almost out of it, and that's saying something because I usually never use up a lip balm, ever. You've pulled your face together really quickly. You have threw on a brow, you have on some foundation, you have a lip balm on. One tip I will give to you guys, if you have a lip balm that you really like, take it and buy 2 of them, okay? Buy one that you keep in like your purse, or like keep in your dorm room or wherever, and then have another one that you keep in your school bag. So that way, like if you're running out the door rushing really quick, you are never without your lip balm. Our second look is like if you're going to class or work and you have maybe like 10-15 minutes to spend on your makeup, do a little bit more. I still like the whole approach of less is more, especially for younger people. We're gonna build on top of this. So you would do your foundation or your skin tint and your brows. We're also gonna add a concealer. Now this is not a drugstore concealer, but one that I do recommend is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It's a very nice full coverage concealer, but I like that you can kind of like wash it out, if that makes sense. Like you can apply a little bit and it doesn't look so full coverage like for day to day. Another one that I really like is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That is a really nice one too. It's kind of like mimicking like the NARS creamy concealer. I feel like it's a good little dupe for that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here, my inner corner, my eye. I'm gonna do a little bit on my forehead, down the nose, and this is similar to like makeup that I wear like every day when I'm going to work. You're gonna let that sit up for a minute. Okay, so we've let this sit for a minute, and I always start with my chin, blend that out. Do your forehead. One thing to be mindful of, if you're putting concealer on your forehead, you need to kind of blend it out while looking from the side, because if you look straight on, it'll look blended to you, and then you'll turn to the side and you'll see all this harsh line, and you don't want somebody that's like seeing you from the side being like, dang, look at her makeup. Look at it from the side when you're blending out your forehead, just to make sure everything is fully blended. And I always put some down my nose to just like bring the brightness to the middle of my face. And because we're not applying any bronzer or anything, having that highlight in the middle of your nose kind of looks like you've contoured your nose a bit, but you really haven't. And then with right here by your eye, just pat it all in that one spot, and then I just kind of do like a little Nike swoosh and bring it around. I'm also gonna do a bit of blush. This is the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Berry. It's a very pretty tone, I feel like, for brown skin girls, but actually like anybody. I feel like this mauve-y like type of blush is very pretty. And because I'm not wearing any bronzer or anything today, I'm gonna bring it in like closer on my cheeks and like drag it up. I feel like that's like a very like youthful look, like just having like the illusion of like really round cheeks. And then gloss, we've already put our gloss on, and then I would spray your face down with a little bit of setting spray. This is from Pacifica Beauty. It is their collaboration that they did with The Little Mermaid, but I think it's a product that they carry outside of this collaboration too. It's their Set and Protect Matte Sheer Setting Mist, and it has SPF 45 in it, so you're getting your SPF and a setting spray in here, and it's matte. For a day-to-day, I would stick with a setting spray versus a powder, because I feel like powders can tend to look very cakey and also lend themselves to being a little bit more like upkeep, like you need to pat it out, make sure it's not creasing and all that type of stuff, whereas the setting spray, I feel like you don't really have those issues. Now I know you're like, girl, I'm oily, I cannot get away with that. Hold on, get yourself some of these oil blotting sheets. I picked these up on Amazon, and I think you get like 3 in a pack, and each pack has 100 sheets. I would do the same thing as like I did with like the lip balm or lip gloss. Put one of these in your bag and just leave it there, so you never have to like remember to take these with you when you leave the house. But basically it's just a little thing like this, and it has these little sheets in there. And then what you do is you come in, is you pat. It is gonna pick up a little bit of your makeup, but it doesn't pick up a lot. But you're gonna come in and pat your face down, and you see how that matted me out, and not even matte, but it just like controlled some of the oil a little bit, and then you just throw this away. So our next look is gonna be like, you have the time, you're getting ready with your girls, maybe you're pre-gaming, you're going to a party, you're going on a date, something where you just want to look a little bit more glam. So you're gonna have on your foundation and everything. I would definitely do all the steps that we've already covered, like your brows, your blush, all that type of stuff, but we're gonna add a few more products. We're gonna put on a bronzer, and this bronzer is from Subtle Beauty. Now let me look up the price of Subtle stuff, because I feel like, so this bronzer is $14 from Subtle Beauty, which I feel like that's like in the drugstore range. There are definitely some bronzers that you can get at Target and CVS and all that stuff that is $14 or more. So I feel like this is in that range. I wear the shade Cocoa, and in general, if you're looking for makeup that's like very beginner friendly, Subtle Beauty is great. So maybe if some of you guys are parents out there and you know like your child is into makeup but they just don't really know where to start them off with Subtle Beauty, because this is a bunch of products all in one. So I'm just gonna go in with some bronzer and a big powder brush. And I'm going to put this all along the cheeks. I just honestly think, like, I used to be so annoyed with my mom when I was younger for not letting me wear makeup. But now that I'm older and everybody thinks I'm 20 something years old, I'm very thankful to her for it. Because she used to always say, you're too young, you don't need all that makeup. It's gonna make you look way older than you are, and you're gonna just be looking old forever. I knew she had my best interest at heart, but I just always thought she was a little bit crazy. And now I'm like, I get it, Wendy. You're also gonna use your bronzer and take like a little brush, and you're gonna actually contour your nose this time, but just lightly tap in here because these products are very pigmented. And don't even like apply full pressure here. Just like lightly go down the side of your nose. Bring it up under your eyebrow. Don't stop just right here. Bring it up under the brow. You'll probably want some eyeshadow. And this is like one of my favorite things about bronzers, because I don't like to really wear too much eyeshadow. Bronzer is a good dupe for like a very natural looking eye look. So I'm just gonna apply, just dip in here with like a fluffy eyeshadow brush and just sweep this all over my lid and into my crease. And because my lids are naturally darker, like if this fades or creases throughout the night or whatever, it's not very noticeable. You could definitely throw on some lashes with this look if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but I am going to put on a little bit of mascara, and this is actually something I forgot for like our everyday like school or like work look, but you could definitely wear a mascara those times too if you wanted to. This is the Telescopic Lift Mascara, and then if you have a lash curler, curl these right after you put the mascara on. It will really fan them out. Now we're gonna go in with some setting powder, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the shade Toffee. I'm just using a powder puff. I'm just gonna pat this in here and pick up a decent amount. And I'm gonna pat that in under my eyes. It also, this setting powder like adds a good amount of coverage. So like if you have dark circles, this setting powder, or I don't even think it's a setting powder, it's just a powder, but I'm using it as a setting powder. This powder has like a good amount of like color on it. So if you have dark circles, it'll help with your, you know, help with that. And if you need to take this with you, like it has a little compartment underneath. It comes with like a little sponge, but I just take one of the little like squares or like the little triangle puffs that I have, and it fits right in there. Now I'm gonna do some lip liner. This is from Fashion Nova. This is their Nova Beauty line, and this is in the shade Brown number 2. Very pretty dark brown lip liner. And I like line mostly like on the sides, and if you can see, like when I get to the middle, there's like not much there. And then we're also using a Nova Beauty lipstick. This is in the shade Cutie. This is the perfect pinky nude lipstick. When I tell you, my lips always look so good when I wear this. I low-key forgot I had it. It got like lost in the back of my makeup drawer. And then I'm gonna put a plumping gloss on top of it. Milani has a really, really nice one that I like. I'll link down below for you. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb, the Heat Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. So, no, it's not Drugstore, but Milani has a really good one. So now you have like a more glam look. And then I will also finish this off with some setting spray. And I promise you, what is, oh, there's like things in here. What is that? I know it can be like a little scary, a little stressful, like you're starting school and you just want to look a little bit more put together, or maybe you're going to a party, you just have no idea how to do your makeup. I feel like these tips are really key and essential for anybody trying to navigate like the makeup world as a student on a budget. I know I use some products here that were not Drugstore, but everything that is Drugstore, I'll have it linked down below, as well as everything that I used here today. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.